Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm actually doing a sit down video for once. Who would have thought? So guys, if you watched my last video, I kind of talked about my whole last year of 2018 and I ended the video talking about some goals that I want to achieve, and one of my main goals this year is to start doing more sit down videos and things that are a little more thought out and things that I'm kind of really interested in. And yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about something very important today, and that would be Mr. Harry Styles. I talked about him a little bit in my last video, and if any of you guys watched that video, you would have known that my best friend Kayla and I went on a week-long trip last summer where we followed Harry around on all of his California shows. And that was literally the best experience of my life. I had so much fun during that trip and I met so many amazing people. One of the best things about that vacation was the fact that I overheard so many weird things. And it was things that made me laugh, things that made me question humanity as an existence. A little backstory, a couple years ago, I was really into 21 Pilots, and I came across this Twitter account called TOP Overheard, where the creator of the account would take submissions of things that people overheard in line, and then they tweet them with like literally no context. Ever since I discovered that account, I've been writing down things that I overhear at concerts or events that I go to, and I save them in my phone or my computer, and then I always discover them months later, and it's always a really good laugh. So during Harry Tour, I wrote down a few quotes that I heard from each city that I was in, and I totally forgot. It's just been sitting in my phone for like 6 or 7 months now, and I just recently came across it again, so I thought today I would share some of these beautiful quotes with you. Little disclaimer, some of the things that were said in this are probably very weird, are probably not very YouTube appropriate, so bear with me with these ones. So I'm just gonna do it city by city in order. Some of these things were said by me, some things were said by Kayla, and then some things were said by random fans that I met during the trip. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with Sacramento. Now I will say Sacramento was like one of the weirdest times. Kayla and I literally flew from LAX to Sacramento at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then we got to Sacramento and we drove straight from the airport to the venue, and we waited at the venue like all night. We were barely in our hotel at all, so things got a little weird. Oh god. Literally the first quote in here is, "I want Harry to step on me like a cockroach." I think this one was said because there were like cockroaches and a lot of bugs all over the ground where we were waiting in line all night, so yeah, that was really great. So the next one after that says, "Everyone boo Harry when he comes on stage tonight." Oh my gosh. So I don't know why, but all of us were getting so angry in the Sacramento GA line. So let me tell you a few things about Sacramento. There were like no public bathrooms, there was nowhere to eat after a certain time because everything closed early, and we were all just over it, like for real over it. Me and Kayla and another person, we were walking from the line to the Starbucks that was close by. I can't remember who said it, but everyone was like so angry at Harry and just trashing him the entire time we were there. So it was pretty ridiculous. I actually wrote down a quote from Harry too because I thought it was so funny. When we got in, I had barely eaten the day of the show, so when we got in the venue, I was feeling so sick and more people started crowding in, so I left Kayla at the front of pit and I just went to the back of pit and chilled the whole night. And I was like so delirious and dehydrated that I thought everything was so funny. Harry plays his own version of What Makes You Beautiful during the show. So this is how I wrote down the quote. "Harry, this next song is a song that I fell in love with you guys 2 years ago. Harry plays What Makes You Beautiful." And I just thought it was so funny in the moment when I wrote that down. So as the shows went on more and more, Kayla and I were growing more delirious. We were running out of money, so we weren't eating a lot on this trip. And we were sleep deprived, so we just thought literally everything was funny. And we just, I can't explain us. We're just so weird. Each city kept getting weirder and weirder with the quotes. So the next city after Sacramento was San Jose, which was my favorite show, by the way. In the tune of Clouds by 1D. Trees, here we chop again. Kayla and I were taking the train from Sacramento to San Jose, and we were trying to get a bunch of pictures, but there were a bunch of trees in the way, and this was at like 5 o'clock in the morning, guys. So Kayla and I just started singing on the train with the very pissed off train attendant, I will say. Like, he was not having it. The next one, I remember Kayla said, not to call you out, girl, but on the train, Kayla and I were talking about medicine, and she turned to me and she was like, wouldn't it be funny if Harry was writing all these songs about sex and he ended up being a virgin? Which, like, true? That would be ironic. So one of mine and Kayla's favorite things to do is take quotes from SpongeBob and then relate it back to the boys. So, or just like anything that's going on in our lives, and we think it's so funny because SpongeBob was literally the basis of our friendship. It was right after we saw the San Jose venue. Kayla was like, way to go, buddy. It took us 2 days to form that GA line. 2 days! I don't even remember what this quote was. Kayla and I were talking about Twilight for some reason and her random obsession with it. And she told me that Harry was the bootleg Edward Cullen. Kayla and I had a long first day in San Jose. We were very tired. We weren't eating properly, and then Kayla had an emergency where she lost her purse. We were staying in a hotel that smelled like cat pee. It was a whole thing. We decided to get out of the hotel that night and go to dinner. You know, just nice classic dinner at Denny's, very simple. But even there, we still found ways to say ridiculous things in public. Kayla and I sat at a booth that was right next to like the bathrooms, and we saw 2 people walk in, and Kayla was like, when I saw them walk out of the bathroom at the same time, yeah, they totally fucked. I cannot control my best friend, guys. Like, I need help. I think I said this one. I don't even remember what it was, but it says, I promise I won't get Harry pregnant. Like, same. I don't know who said that, if it was me or someone else. It truly sounds like something I'd say. So, it was the day of the show, and there was this venue worker. Kayla and I were standing by the lane 1 line, and there was this venue worker and he couldn't get people to be quiet. It was the saddest thing ever. And he was like, I would appreciate it if everyone could be quiet so that I could make this announcement. Giant loud plane immediately flies by. It was so sad, but I thought it was so fucking funny. The next few, I'm just gonna call Harry's San Jose adventures. California. Do you, in fact, know how to party? Nina, she's gay! I'm an emotional fella. It's the pregnancy chime. Yeehaw. Yeehaw indeed. Literally, guys, I don't know what it was about San Jose, but that was literally like one of the best shows. Harry's outfit was on point. Everyone was in a good mood. We had great seats. It was all amazing. I was not unsatisfied. I'm not huge on pizza, but something about Domino's gets my heart racing. I think that one was said by either Kayla or myself. Everything in California closes very early. Coming from Las Vegas, that's very weird to me because everything's open 24/7. The only thing that was available to eat that late at night was diners or delivery pizza, and Kayla and I decided to order pizza. I distinctly remember eating Domino's pizza while laying down in bed with my eyes closed. So the next 2 are the Los Angeles series. By this time, I was over it. I had no money. It was amazing. And of course, one of the first quotes says, "I'm going to die, come, then fall to the ground and choke." I feel like that was me, and I don't even know what it was in reference to be honest with you guys. Oh my gosh. So, this one, I'm sorry. In the tune of "Meet Me in the Hallway," fuck me in the asshole. If you guys like want to sing that in your head, it goes weirdly perfect with the tune of the song. Oh my gosh, so this one, so the San Jose GA line was a shit show. And Kayla and I thought it was so funny because we were standing on the other side of the barricade for the GA line, and her and I were singing Sign of the Times, but instead of singing the normal lyrics, we said, "Welcome to the shit show. I hope you're wearing your fight clothes." And I mean, it was just true. Like, any of you guys who were there, you know it's true. So literally, LA was weird from the minute that Kayla and I landed. We got to the little like end of the terminal, and then we were calling our Uber and we were trying to find him. Our first Uber canceled on us because we were on the wrong floor of LAX. So that was great. And then our second Uber was quite the character. He spent 20 minutes in the car ranting about this cat that he had with his ex-girlfriend and how both of them like wanted to secretly fight each other. And that story ended up making Kayla and I miss our exit where we were supposed to be. So we had to tell him to turn around, and it was great. But one of the lovely things that he decided to say about that cat was, "Goddamn nasty ass." I don't know how I feel about LA, guys. So the next two I know for sure were said by Kayla. So the first one was in reference to Harry, and it says, "You mess with the cock, you get the Glock." The second one, I was crying in the counselor's office because Zebra decided to leave the band. So when we landed in LA the first night, Kayla and I decided to go to Santa Monica Pier since I've never been before. And it was an interesting experience, I will say that. So this was a conversation that Kayla and I had at Santa Monica Pier. Kayla said, "The last time I was here, there was a guy selling snakes for $45. And I, being my funny self, replied with, "Why? You can get a line of them for free at the Forum right now." No tea, no shade. Those shows were just like the craziest shit in the world. So the next one, "The devil works hard, but Jeff Azoff works harder." I'm gonna say yeah, that's true. So for LA night one, it was Kayla, me, Kayla's friend Jess, and her friend Alexis. We were all in a lift going from In-N-Out to the venue, and I don't know how, but we convinced our Lyft driver to let us play Harry on the way to the venue, and for some reason we decided to play Kiwi, and it got to the part where we all screamed, "I'm having your baby," and under his breath our Lyft driver was like, "Oh no," and it was literally the funniest shit in the world. Like, I love other people's reactions to Harry. I think this one was a security guard who was talking to us. He said, "I came here for a boxing match once," and I think it was Kayla saying, "There's about to be one tomorrow." I don't even remember this, but someone said, "We're gonna DoorDash weed, who wants some?" So this was after we went to LA night one. We were all really hungry and we're going to In-N-Out again. And we were all delirious in the lift, and someone was like, "I want lane 1 for the In-N-Out line. I hope the cashier notices me. Throw your burger at me." Another one that's very true that I just discovered: treat my bank account with kindness. Please, I went broke during this trip. This is so sad that this is the one that I have to leave off on, but the last one says, "In the car, why do I have a knife in here?" I don't even remember this, like, very slightly. I don't want to end on that one because it's so weird. There was another one that I wrote down. This wasn't during the vacation, this was on a FaceTime call when Kayla was reading a fanfic to me, but I'm gonna leave off on that one because it's a lot nicer than the knife one. It says, it's the mushy, feel-good, make love type. It's Sierra's branding. Basically me being called out for being a soft human being, so. I know this video was a little different and the quotes were probably not that funny hearing them. Like, they were very in the moment type things that were just hilarious to me. But I really enjoyed it and I love making sit down videos like this and I really want to start doing some more. I ran a poll on Twitter, so it was between reacting to my tour quotes and then reacting to my hairy dreams, which is a whole other thing. I started having hairy dreams every night for like 2 weeks after LA Night 2. And I ended up writing down little snippets of my dreams and I haven't revisited that in a while. So if you guys want me to react to that another time, then go ahead and leave a comment, a like down below. That would be amazing. And I do have so many new videos that I am so excited to film soon, so definitely look forward to that. I know there's a couple new subscribers and I super appreciate you guys. My channel's slowly but surely growing, so we will get there. If you did enjoy my video, like I said, please leave a like and comment down below, and even feel free to subscribe if you want to. That's gonna be it for now. Bye guys!